Hey, it's Monday. Get out the bed, okay? You know you got shit to do today. It's time to talk about Gen X childhood. Come on. Do y'all remember the little oatmeal swirlers? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's the regular individual, you know, little packed oatmeal or whatever. But it came with the little flavor packs that you could open and, like, pour it on your oatmeal. I don't know why I thought about that this weekend, but I did. Speaking of which, do y'all remember the Keebler Magic Middle cookies? Do y'all remember that? I do. And I'm sure a lot of kids nowadays don't know that there used to be Gatorade gum. Do y'all remember Gatorade gum? Do you remember that? Also, Gatorade used to come in glass bottles. And I don't even know if anybody actually uses coasters anymore, because they were all the rage when I was growing up. Don't you dare put that cup down on a table without a coaster up under it. But my mama had, how many of y'all's mama, grandmama, auntie, uncle, daddy, I don't know, had the little, like, wooden house that had the little wood coasters in it? You pulled them out. Do y'all remember that? It looked like little drawers, but it was coasters. Did you have that? Also, how many of y'all's mama or whatever had that wooden box that said taters on it, and that's where she kept her potatoes or onions or whatever? Did y'all have that? I wish I still had that. I've been looking for one. I can't find it. My potatoes just be sitting in there on the pantry shelf in a bag like everybody else's. Speaking of grandmas or memas or whatever, how many of y'all had a mema or whatever? And I don't even know why this was a thing. Somebody explain it to me. But they had that wood, like, shelf, and it had all of those little tiny collection silver spoons. You know what I'm talking about? They had, like, the state and different stuff on them. Did y'all have that? And do y'all remember the dining room table trend where all the chairs had wheels on them? Did y'all have that? Every chair had little wheels on them. And I think they started doing that because they got sick of our badass sitting in a regular chair and tilting it back, you know, so it was just balancing on them back two legs. Got in so much trouble for doing that constantly. How many times did you fall? And then also would get a whipping. You get hurt and then you get a whooping because you should have been listening. So I think that's why they made all them chairs with the wheels on them. But that just created a whole nother problem because then we started racing each other in the chairs. And now they got all the bath bombs and all this stuff. Do y'all remember? This is a twofer, okay? The little oil bath beads. Do y'all remember that? Also, we had the big square block of what they called bath salts. Now those bath salts are different than what today's bath salts are. Y'all seen those stories. But that was that big old block. And if you put that in your water, you got out smelling like a memo. Like just doilies and mothballs. Who wanted to smell like that on purpose? Why am I 7 and I smell like I get a Social Security check? Last but not least, as a child, did you have a glowworm? A glowworm. That was my favorite thing. I had a little green one with a little sleep hat on it, you know, that had the little ball at the end of the little hat. I loved my glowworm. Did you have those? Do they even make glowworms anymore? I don't know. But that's your Gen X for today. So get on up out that bed if you haven't yet. Now, don't just jump up because you can fall out on the floor. Sit on the side of the bed. Warm up like an old Buick. You know how we have to do. Make sure your feet's up under you real good before you take off walking. And go ahead and get to that job and make some money. Y'all be good.